We're gonna do Bitcoin versus Ethereum. And by the way, guys, if the noise in the background music is too loud, you guys can tell me. This is a really lame table. Let's just bold this. I'm gonna write out Bitcoin here, but I assume you guys know BTC is the marker for Bitcoin, and Ethereum is ETH. There's actually a Unicode symbol for Bitcoin, as in BTC, but the B with the 2 lines through it, but I'll have to go and copy and paste to get that. And Ethereum is a symbol with 3 slashes. Okay, so the first thing, and I would say one of the biggest things you need to look at, is capped supply. Now we're going to discuss how you could find out this information, as well as the implications of this information. So Bitcoin is capped at 21 million Bitcoin. And what this means is 21 million Bitcoin is all that will ever exist. I think I'm going to increase the size of this because I don't know if you guys see in this. I feel like the answer is no. Let's see, in view, how would we view this? 100%. I do 150%. You guys seen that 150%? I'm hoping one person say they could see it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Well, nobody replied me in the chat. I guess you guys hearing me and you guys seeing. So if I don't know if you guys know, but Bitcoin has 21 million capped. And how we gonna find that is if we go right here on CoinMarketCap and we select Bitcoin and we come here, max supply, we would see that there's a max supply of 21 million. And there's a total supply of 18 million. Let's just copy this. And we're gonna put current supply. Woo! That's not only what we want. That's a little extra. That's what's happening when you copy and paste straight from our website. Now, Ethereum, something strange or something people don't know about Ethereum, which I guess only a few people really know, is that Ethereum doesn't have a max supply. Think about that. Ethereum doesn't have a max supply. I'm going to copy the circulating supply and we'll delve into how that supply works. So, let's think about mining, right? And let's just look up mining in images. So we have a good image of what mining is. So the idea with Bitcoin is that the 21 million exists. So think about gold on Earth. It exists. It doesn't need someone extra for the Bitcoin to exist. It is on the Earth. Now the idea with gold is that you don't make gold, you mine for gold, which means it exists and you find them more as over time. Now there's a finite supply of gold on the planet, and eventually all the gold will be mined, right? And that's the same idea with Bitcoin. majority of the Bitcoin is already mined. So if we look back at the chart, majority of the Bitcoin is already mined. Out of 21 million, 18,620. If we used to pull up a calculator, 18620,518 divide by 21, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 88% of all the Bitcoin already mined. 88%. Now, the thing about Ethereum is there's no upper limit to how much Ethereum exists. And every day Ethereum is created. So for Bitcoin, a certain amount is created every single day, and that amount changes over time. So let's talk about the amount created every day. Yeah, pretty. Let's do that. Now the exact amount that mined per day wouldn't be known, because Bitcoin operates per 10 minutes, and you're gonna average out how much it would do in 10 minutes. But effectively, what would happen is that if you come here and you just say how much Bitcoin, hey Savin, what's up? How much Bitcoin is mined in a day per day, and the current rate, let's see, this is July 2020. So how much Bitcoins at the rate of 6.25, which we at, it will drop 3.125. How much Bitcoins are lost? So we could just easily say, you would have to figure out how much 10-minute blocks in a day. So let's just say 6.25 Bitcoins every 10 minutes. This is 6.25 BTC, by the way, which I technically don't need to write because it already have the Bitcoin marker. Now, how much Ethereum is made per day? How much Ethereum can you mine? Ethereum mining hash rate, a block reward is 2 ETH, and the difficulty, blah blah blah. Okay. So, Ethereum hash rate, the cost. We want to find out how much Ethereum you could make. Well, they're giving it an hour. No. We don't know about specific mining. Ethereum blocks per day. Like any blocks per day, yes.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Chill. Serious, a hell of a lady, you know. So, what is the current block reward? Trying to find out. Ethereum statistics price blocks. Let's see. Total Ethereum, which we just showed. And we'll explain what's market capitalization and stuff like that. Transactions. I want to find out the average block count, block size, blocks in the last 24 hours. Okay. Blocks average per hour. So we're doing about 268 per hour. And we're going to go with for a day. So 6,429 is blocks are made in a day. And we need to find out what is the reward per block. The reward per block is about, let's say a little over 5. So let's just use 5 for now, right? So if we were to do the calculator, I can't wait for your calculator to, your USB to come. So we're gonna take the blocks for the last 24 hours, And then we're gonna multiply it by 5 Ethereum. So about 32,000 ETH is being made a day. And this is per 10 minutes. What is doing? Oh god, let me do per hour. Because I had to calculate for both. So blocks per is 5 and per hour is 268. So let's do 268 multiplied by 5. 1,340. 1,340 Ether being created every 10 minutes. I mean per hour. And then Bitcoin gonna be 6.25 by 6. Because it have 6 10-minute blocks in an hour. So 37.5. So in 1 hour, 37.5 Bitcoins being minted, and Ethereum 1,340 Ethereum being minted. Now let's look at how much value being printed. Now remember I told you Ethereum has 0 cap on the top, whereas Bitcoin has a maximum top. Ethereum doesn't scale as time goes forward, but Bitcoin does using the halvening. Okay, so let's look at that. Value created per hour. And I'm not gonna keep the stream for too long. I'm gonna go till about, I'd say half an hour, 20 minutes to half an hour, and we close to 1/3 of the way there, and then I'll close off. So the value created per hour, you're looking at around, let's say, value created per hour is 37.5 multiplied by, and this is where it is good to know all your maths. 37.5 multiplied by 37,849. That's good enough for me. Wow, that's a lot of money. So in terms of value being created, that's 1.5 million being created an hour. Let's see how much is it in Ethereum. So we have more blocks in Ethereum, but we have less so 1340 multiplied by, if I remember the price was around 1700. Yeah, 1700 right here. 1700. Oh, look at that. We're making about $2 million worth of value every hour. That being created to protect is that wait. Am I calculating Ethereum right? Transaction fees, uncle inclusion rewards, static block ward. No, I'm supposed to multiply by 2. I messed this up. I'm supposed to multiply by 2 because I was just like 2 million, something wrong there. So let's just scratch that. 2, so per hour, average per hour is 268, so it'll be 268 by 2. You don't want to include transaction fees in yet, so 536. So 536 being created. This is new Ethereum that didn't exist. And if we were to do 536 by 1700, So that is under a million, which is what it should be, being created by Ethereum every hour. So Bitcoin in value be creating about a million, Ethereum creating about under a million. So 1.5 basically a little under 1. Okay. And let's look at the ability to create complex smart contracts. The only reason I use the word complex is because Bitcoin does have the ability to create some level of smart contracts. I guess you could consider that being the Lightning Network and stuff, but I wouldn't say it's complex. So I would say this would be no, and this would be yes. Let's look at the ability to run smart contracts. Not smart contracts, to the ability to create a token the answer for Bitcoin is no, and for Ethereum is a yes. And you guys might be familiar with this yes, because this token is known as an ERC20 token. That ERC20 token allows basically people to, let's say, go and I could create Varoun coin. And if people find it valuable, they could transfer Varoun coins on the Ethereum network. But if it isn't valuable, then nobody really cares. And you have to pay you have to pay in Ether to move the crypto around. Okay. Let's look at another item that changes Bitcoin from Ethereum. And that is let's say the wallet state. And you, in Bitcoin, can you go over, please? Okay, I'll go over. Give me a second. I'm just gonna talk about the wallet state, and I'm gonna go through back each item on the list. So for wallet state, you need a full blockchain node.
What's better than something awesome? Lots of awesome things.
Unspent transactions.
You get all sorts of awesome features.
And
Unlimited skips.
Ethereum uses stores each
Uninterrupted music.
wallet like a balance. So Kyle asked me to just run through back everything, so I'm gonna go through back every row and kind of get back to where we are. So with Bitcoin here and Ethereum here, the cap supply, the total amount of Bitcoin that will ever be mined is 21 million. Whereas the total amount of Ethereum, there is no known answer, because there is no cap. There is no cap that is written into the code. Now, the thing about Ethereum, there's a proposal. It's called proposal BIP. There's an Ethereum proposal. Proposal BIP 1559, I think it is. Hey, look, Sydney boy. What's up? So EIP 1159, sorry. And this proposal is effectively to create a cap for Ethereum and stop it from being able to mine into eternity. So the final puzzle piece to Ethereum's monetary. And this is a lot of the reason why Ethereum is blowing up right now, is they're going to start taking all the Ethereum that is being made each block, that same 2 Ethereum I was talking about, and they're literally going to burn it. They're going to destroy it. So what's going to happen is the amount of Ethereum in circulation actually going to decrease. They're going to cap it and they're going to decrease. In the final component to Ethereum's ecosystem, it solves the UX surrounding gas management, but it does so much more. EIP 159 is Ethereum's proof movement proposal submitted by Eric Connor. I recommend reading blah blah blah. It burns the majority of ETH in the transaction fee. This change to Ethereum gas margin has significant implications. So effectively, what would happen is this NA here. I would say in Ethereum is a good investment. There's a lot of energy in the space, and if you watch the market right now, let's look at the last 7 days. We're gonna look at the last 7 days. So if you go into overview here, week. In the last week, Ethereum went from hovering around 1,300 all the way up to what we are currently $1,700, right? So that's just Ethereum we're looking at. So Ethereum eventually gonna change this, and we can put in this here. So this is not this is not implemented. They wanna get to here. If they get to here, Ethereum will actually stop inflating, whereas Bitcoin cannot inflate. It literally is deflationary by design, right? Bitcoin has a current supply of 18 million, which means 88% of the Bitcoin already mined. So if you think about the earth and the gold inside the earth, if we think about the gold inside the earth, 88% of it already out of the earth, and about, let's say, 12% still inside. And that's what we're saying when I say in mine. You're not creating Bitcoin, you're mining Bitcoin that already exists. So you have the Bitcoin here that currently in circulation, as we're currently out in existence, what we like to call out in the wild. We have 114 Ethereum out in the wild. And we're saying each hour 37 Bitcoins being generated or mined, and in Ethereum 536 being generated. That's because Ethereum have faster blocks, smaller blocks that generated faster. And if we look at the value being created, at the current prices, 1.4 million being created every hour, and about 1 million close to being created on Ethereum. Now, if we look at Bitcoin's ability to create smart and complex contracts on the blockchain, it's not very simple to run complex contracts. Yeah, these are stats facts. Yeah, these stats factual. And and I was just now showing this, Sydney. If you go to something like Ethereum and you look here, the max supply, you see this dot here? That means there is no max supply. The maximum amount of coins that will ever exist in the lifetime. There is no maximum right now until the EIP. But if we come to Bitcoin here, it's 21 million. 21 million, however, exists. So this is verifiably provable. So, and I'll put in a new little row below. Scaled block reward. The block reward is how much BTC or Ethereum being created. And for Ethereum, this is a no. Whereas for Bitcoin, yes is known as the halvening. Half, I spelled wrong. Half-inning, I guess. That seem like a word there. Okay, so now the ability to create tokens, right? You could create tokens on Ethereum. You can't create tokens on Bitcoin. The state of the wallet. What is scaled block reward? Okay, so let's I'm gonna look up something called Bitcoin halving. Oh, it's halving. I really spelled that so wrong. Halving. Okay. So if we go in images here, let's get a nice little visual. And this was actually really telling how easy it is to kind of like make money on Bitcoin. So when we look at the year 2009 to 2012, every 10 minutes, 50 Bitcoins was being created, right? You see in 50 here? 50. This is when the supply that of Bitcoin was that was not in circulation was 22 million. After the first 4 years Bitcoin was being mined, they dropped that block reward to 25 Bitcoins. Every 10 minutes, you could only mine 25 Bitcoins. Now remember at that time, Bitcoin has little value. Okay? 4 years pass again into the future. Now we're looking at 2016. Guess what? It half again. It half to 12.5. Now we go back in again. In the year 2020, it half to 6.25, I believe. And then it keeps halving. This will be 6.2. So this is the 12.5, 6.25. And then the year 20, I think it's 2023, 2024 something. It would go to 3.125 or something like that. Now, this is just how much Bitcoin is being mined by the miners. And what they want is that as time increase, the less and less you can mine it. Now let me look at something interesting in terms of the potential of Bitcoin in terms of patterns. If you look at the halvening, every time there's a halvening, after that there's a bull market. Halvening, bull market. So it's go bull market, bear market, accumulation, reaccumulation, expansion, bull market, bear market, reaccumulation, expansion. Same thing. Guess what we're in right now? We're in the new current bull market. So that's why BTC probably gonna go up to, it already went up to 46,000, 47, but I believe it might hit 100,000. Again, this is not financial advice. This is crypto opinions. So this chart would basically show you that we in a bear market. After it goes all the way up to the top, it will have a sell-off and go back into a bear market. And the ideal time to buy is either at the start of the bull market, which we at, or you buy at the accumulation point. Best time to buy is the accumulation, not at the top of the bull market. You never want to be buying at the top of the bull market. So all the things I have in crypto is already locked in for scaling, but I just given you an idea of entry points into Bitcoin, right? And this is something that we see 1, 2, 3 times, and that's going to be the 4th time we see it. So the end of 2020, and the end of 2021 should be the end of the bull market, I would say. All right, so let's look at more things in the chart. We were talking about the wallet state. I hope that answered the question you asked, Sydney. So we're looking at the wallet state, and you're seeing you need a full blockchain node unspent transactions. And the way in which Bitcoin works is you don't ever really have a bank account, you never have it analogous to a bank account where you have an account number. They can check at any point in time how much the account have. You need to know the entire blockchain and read every single block to know how much money in your wallet. Which is why you need to understand how to run a full node and the entire blockchain ecosystem. However, in Ethereum, you don't need that. The way in which it stores wallet balances are in states, and basically at any block per se, you could essentially get the entire state of the Ethereum ecosystem and get every single block balance. It's almost like a snapshot in history, and it's interesting the pros and cons of either or. All right, so let's look at something interesting. Let's look at volume trading. And this has a lot to do with liquidity. So if we come here, okay, so we're going to look at liquidity just now. I'm looking for why crash? Okay. All right. So, in terms of liquidity now, okay, I think my internet dropping. I'm not sure. Hopefully it not. I'm gonna ask if the stream up, but I'm gonna just exit this page and start a new page. Let's just check coin market now. Okay, cool. Stream fine. Right. So look at the volume of Bitcoin being traded. And let's look at the volume of Ethereum being traded. Right. Look at this, right? Oh, I think I copied the same thing. Okay. Now this is actually real as a big indicator of how true the price is and how easy it is to manipulate the value. So let's check the percentage of the volume traded to the circulation, as in the current supply circulated. I'm gonna name this current supply circulated. And if you guys don't understand, I'll try to re-explain for you. So, percentage of circulation. They call it volume percentage, right? So, if we take something like Ethereum, Bitcoin, 1,519,906. That's how much Bitcoin's being traded live on a daily basis, right? And we divide that by the total in existent 8,620, 518. You could see that 8%, let's say 8.2, 8.2% of Bitcoin being traded every day. Let's check how much Ethereum being traded. 23,470, 556 divide by 114,550,972. That's 20.5. And if you guys do understand that calculation, I will just do it back for you guys. But it's basically the volume over the circulation, and we just basically multiply by 100 to get the circulation. So this means that like 8% of the Bitcoins that exist being traded to find the price of Bitcoin, whereas 20% of the Ethereum in circulation being traded to find the value of Ethereum. So in a technical sense, Ethereum has a more true value, as in a true sense of the price it's at, because the higher the volume being traded, not the price of the volume, the higher the volume being traded of the asset, the more true the price is. For instance, if you had race cars and it had a lot of that car being sold back and forth, then the price of that car is is pretty much known. That's the price of a Tida, that's the price of a Corolla, because it's being sold back and forth so often. Whereas if you have the price of a like say a Skyline that's sold so infrequently that you just have to look at, like, let's say the last price. Now, I'm not saying that Bitcoin have a false price. I'm just saying that Ethereum has way more percentage of the circulation being traded. However, because Bitcoin has such a bigger value, we could see that it's still the volume in terms of price it still commands a large value, 57 million versus 39 million. Also something to take note of in the table, we're gonna look at what do you call this thing? We could say market capitalization. I spelled this wrong, I think. Capitalization. And effectively, that's if you were to take every single coin that exists right now and multiply it by the price, what is the full total supply route? So for Bitcoin, the market capitalization is this. Is very close to $1 trillion, which is huge. And put $sign in front of this. And then for Ethereum, is close to 200,000. So in essence, what you need to think about is the market. If you said to get every single price of a coin and every single coin value, you would see this is 200 million, whereas this is 700 million. So for Bitcoin, for Ethereum to have the same value of Bitcoin, you need to do effectively, I'm going to do 703 into 195 just for easy calculation. Which is basically 7 divided by 2. But, you know, let it just go. So 3.6. So even though Ethereum have a price of let's say 1700, if Ethereum was to multiply by 3.6, so like I calculate it again. 3.6 multiplied by 1700. If Ethereum was at $6,000, it would have the same value of that 37,000. So 6,000 Ethereum would have the same value as 37,000. And that is because you have to look at the amount in circulation. There's 100 million Ethereum versus 18 million Bitcoins. There's just more Ethereum than Bitcoin in existence. So I thought this would be helpful in terms of understanding some key differences between Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's way more I could get into. I don't want this to go on forever. So I'm going to just hold back for quick questions here. If anybody have questions, type them in the chat. And I'll try to address them. And if not, I'll close off for today. And I'm going to try to do this weekly and address plenty things with cryptocurrency. Because a lot of people have questions like how to purchase, how to do, how to create a wallet, the different types of wallets, the risk in wallets. And I think I should be able to answer some of those questions. Yeah, I have a pineapple. If you want, I could cut it. Jonathan, you want me to cut this? I've been in cryptocurrency since 2016, and I found it so interesting. It really actually Azim kind of introduced me, Azim Abdul, because there was a student named Candice who had a project, and you want me to cut it? I'll cut it. So. We got it. I guess I'm gonna. It is wet. Yeah, Azim. Yeah, it has been very profitable for me. Basically, I got into mining very early, and I would say when it was worth hundreds of dollars, and now they're worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I would just say for the small investment of my time and money into buying rigs and equipment, it has possibly been the most profitable asset in my portfolio. I'm not sure if I cut in this pineapple properly, but hoping so. RIP 10 US Ethereum. Yeah, you're in Ireland, peeps. Know about pineapple chow. Boy, I don't think anybody here know about pineapple chow. Why is mining so strenuous on computers? Okay, so I actually went over that in my last video, but I'll go it over again, right? So imagine you have a simple amount of compute to do mining, right? So we have, let's say your simple computer right now, you could just go and mine on it. But now we have multiple people competing to do the same mining. Well, what would happen is everybody could just go over on top of each other and solve the problem faster and faster and just destroy the system. So what happens is there's a something called the difficulty setting, and by switching one bit, it becomes exponentially more hard to mine. And as more people bring in compute resources, it actually becomes harder to mine. And that's actually a feature of the system. So now if you want to like screw with the system or you want to hack the system, it actually becomes exponentially more expensive to hack. So the protection from hacking is not from fundamentals per se, but it being so expensive to hack that is literally cheaper and more profitable just to actually be a good actor on the system. I'm gonna try to take a slice here. I don't know if that answered the question, Sydney. Tell me if that answered the question. If not, I'll try to answer it better. I'm gonna try to take a bite of my pineapple. Woo! This is good. This is good. Have any other questions? My family bought Bitcoin around 2015 and 2016. Wow. That's really good. I do have banana up here, so I can make a really good show. Honestly, I like them chunky. Is there any other question you want me to do right now, or you want me to do a follow-up video on green onions? I'm gonna try that. GME eventually gonna die, because you think about GME, it's literally controlled. If GameStop wanted, they could just flood the market with extra stocks, just so they could just increase the capture the value of the market. The price of stocks, the value of GME, that short amount of time, was completely tied to the short investments. As the shorts get out and get under 100%, the price have to drop. So it was just a matter of who gonna be the last one to pull out. And the question was, how good is the pull out game? Hit me some more questions. I'm gonna close up in like 5 minutes or less, so if I have no more questions, I'll close up. I'm gonna try to do this every Friday, and hopefully I bring value to you guys, and hopefully at some point you guys buy some crypto and get to play with it. If you guys want, you play Fortnite every so often. You think I could get a girl? Savin, you could get a girl anytime you want. So Nicholas, Jacob, too late to get into Bitcoin now, or still shoot your shot? So I'm going to pull up something I just now spoke about, which is the trend of Bitcoin, right? This is from 2012 all the way up to 2020 to currently. Let's see if I can open this up in a new chart. This trend happened 3 times in succession. And it's most likely going to happen again. Jesus Christ. I should have a napkin on hand. Now, if you watch the graph, you would see you start with a bull market, price goes up, there's a sell-off, the bear market, there's an accumulation, expansion, reaccumulation, and then a bull market. This always precedes a halvening. When was the last halvening? 2020. Which means the next halvening going to be 2023, 2024. As you can see here. So, if you're not buying now, the time to buy is right before 2023, 2024. But I would say right now is a good time to buy. It still have so much headway in the price. And by the way, this is a logarithmic chart. So if you watch it, this here is $1,000. This here is $10,000. And that's because you're using logs. Yeah, a bull market usually lasts over a year. I was in this bull market here. I got in around 2016. I was in this bull market here. And then I am in this bull market here. So this will be my second bull market. And this is a really important chart for you to kind of understand where the space is or how you could make money. By the way, this bull market here was from 0.04 cents to $8. So, I mean, it seemed like it's plenty, but it was a small bull market. This was a big bull market. This here, imagine going from $4.50 to $1,000. Just think about that. From $4.50 to $1,000. Alright, so you're seeing some questions here. So someone sold 0.2 Bitcoin for 20K on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, that makes sense. Right now I'm looking for some, I might probably buy a next 20K TTD. So that's a pretty decent rate. What would be a good site to set up a wallet? It depends on how much money you're going to put into crypto. So if you're going to be putting a large portion, like I would say over 50,000 TT, or let's say 10,000 TT actually, because you want to protect your money, get a hardware wallet. Again, I'm going to show you guys what a hardware wallet looks like. This here is a hardware wallet, and it protects all your crypto, right? Mine is called a Trezor, but there's Ledger, there's various different ones. And I could do a video explaining how that works and how that protects you. If you're planning to go for smaller amounts, I would say go for like Jax. There's Jax is one I used before. There's Coinomi. Coinomi is good. But any wallet where you could get the seed keys is important. If you don't have these seed keys, it's basically not your crypto. And that's what happens when people put their coins on Binance or just trading sites. They technically never really own the coin because somebody basically have access to it and could spend it, or it could get hacked and removed anytime. So you should always be the only one with your keys. Guys, I don't know if you have any more questions, but I think now was about a good time to close it off. The pineapple was tasty. I definitely plan to do more of these, so just hit the subscribe button and just put in the notifications. How much profit you make in a day? The max amount of profit I think I make in a day when I was mining was about, I think about 1,000 US. Including bills, we talking about mining? You're talking about mining, or you're talking about trading? Or you're talking about just value going up? Because in a day, especially with markets like this, you could gain 20, 30,000 TT in a day depending on how much crypto you hold in. Electricity was dog cheap. Dog cheap. We're talking about like Trinidad is literally the cheapest place to mine in the world comparatively. It was actually on CNBC back in 2016. The only place that was cheaper was Venezuela. That's how cheap mining was. You could definitely ask more questions on Discord. We'll drop the Discord link in the description. Just make sure and hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon for notifications, because I'm planning to do this every week on a Friday. And I just generally want to share how much info it have in crypto and how much learning it have and how much opportunity it have. And the space is so early, because eventually what's going to happen is crypto going to be like email, and everybody going to know what email is. Back in the day, email used to sound like this kind of crackhead thing, like craziness. And now it's so normal. They raise electricity raised by 30%. I can tell you, the rates in the foreign world, it's so much higher. And then as well, if you mine in somewhere like the UK, you have to pay taxes for your mining because they see that as income. But in Trinidad, crypto assets are not taxable because it's not recognized as an asset class. So we could get away with it. Is it too late to join crypto? It's not too late. It's only too late when everybody in it. Email was too late when everybody was on email and everybody was advertising. Email was cool when one or two people used to send an email and used to check every single email. Facebook was cool when you used to get one or two messages and you used to check every single one of the messages. Now you just get so much messages on Facebook, you don't check it. Instagram was cool when you used to get one or two messages. Now you just get flooded with also the randos and you're just like, nah. So the fact is that once plenty people start pouring in and you realize everybody know about Bitcoin, then you know it's kind of too late. I think you need to put out a video about setting up a wallet for the different price ranges. I think I'll definitely do that. I'll actually do a live video and actually create the wallets live. And I'll also create a test wallet with MetaMask and send you guys the actual test crypto, so you guys could play around and send around it, so you guys would know. Nicholas, Jacob, yeah, that would be a good video. Okay, well, we're definitely gonna put that in the works. 2022 I gonna be too late, or I get no messages on Facebook and IG. Nah, Sydney, you have this. It's not too late, and I don't want it to get into it as a way to make money. I wanted to get into it as a way to open your mind to the revolution that is blockchain technology. So guys, I think we had a real fruitful conversation. I'm glad you guys find value out of this. Share this this video after, because I'm going to leave the live up after. Share this with other people who want to get into crypto and learn about it. This was a talk specifically talking about the differences between Ethereum and Bitcoin, but I will definitely keep doing videos every week. Any good recommendations? I would check Coinomi. Coinomi is a pretty good one. Coinomi. I know it's been in the space for a long time. Yeah. So I would say this is a good one. Another good one is Jax. And I'll definitely be doing a video on wallets. Jax is our wallet service. Alright guys, so thanks so much, and I guess I'll be seeing you next week. Don't forget to subscribe and stay safe. Laters.